This next video about PowerPoint shows you how you can animate items and particularly bullet lists. I'm sure you've all sat in a presentation where someone's had a great big bullet list and they've simply read it out to you, maybe expanding on the points, but whilst they're still explaining point 1 to you, you're already down the bottom and wondering what's coming up next. If you're the presenter, you don't want that happening, so this shows you how you can have the bullet points coming up one by one under your control so people don't get ahead of you. I would suggest it's essential if you're going to use bullet points within PowerPoint. In this video I'm going to show you how you can animate bullet lists in PowerPoint. Before I go any further, I'd like to say I would never want to create a slide like this. I appreciate sometimes your boss might ask you to create a slide like this, or other people might, but there's too much text. And certainly if you're presenting that, you want the bullet points to come up one at a time. You don't want to sit there, or stand there rather, with your audience sitting there with all that on screen and you're still talking about the way forward and the company expansion, and they're all right down the bottom wondering about these clocks and coordinating kitchenware. What you want at the very least is on this second slide where it says the way forward, you start talking and then you say, how are we going to look at the way forward? How are we going to progress? Well, we're going to expand the company. So you press the mouse or you press enter or click a clicker and these come up one by one. Much nicer. Okay, and I'll show you how to do it. It's simple. So if I go back to our first slide, and on there I'm going to select our bulleted list, and then on the animations tab I'm going to choose an animation, and I'm simply going to choose fly in, and you'll see they're flying in from the bottom. It immediately gives me a preview of that. So I'll go to effect options and I'll choose from left. It depends exactly which effect you've chosen, which animation effect you've chosen, as to what the options are. And then you want to tell it, make sure it's saying it will start when it's clicked, how long the animation is going to take to complete, and if there's a delay. We don't want any of those. And then that should be it done. There are many more options here, but this is just a quick look at it. So I'll press F5 to start this as a presentation. We're on slide 1. There we go. The way forward. We're going to expand the company. Da 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 da. We're going to increase sales by 10% over the next year. And we're going to do that by having some new sales techniques. You get the idea. I don't need to go on. So that's animations. I selected what I wanted to be animated, went to the animations tab, chose an animation, and by all means have a look at these, but to be honest, a lot of them are getting old hat now. Choose an animation, make sure they're coming up one at a time, experiment with them, have some fun, but make sure your presentations are professional and know your audience. Enjoy.